Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. Whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
They'll motion over Samuel. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derek Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Gonna go right back to Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
26-yard line.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's another Chargers first down.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon McManus down to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Brandon McManus.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett.
The Saints take over.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, for that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Once again, it's Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On third down, Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. So they come to the line for first down and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Out to his right, going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here.
Still first down.
Here we go. COVID-19.
Play action. It's Sanders. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Now Sanders on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws,
and he will go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Robinson. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's this
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Emmanuel Ogbah getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Huntley. He'll step up and run this. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Okay, break.
As Shador on 1st down. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Sanders to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. On the carry, here's Mostert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Mostert, touchdown!
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Throwing, Huntley. That's taken in. It's Tiz Walker. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
12 yards. And the Chargers
Back to throw. Huntley. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Chargers 1st down.
Huntley. And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now a screen. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Ready. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready. Stick the Eagle. Stick the Eagle.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. That brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
Now, Sanders. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Sanders on 3rd down. Moving to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
19 Tiger.
He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. Escaping to his left. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, like, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now Huntley. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Foley Fatukasi gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 39 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20s to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that's not going to work at Oh, he'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
On the punt for the Saints.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3. Huntley now. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. He's taken down from just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air. First down, L.A.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Overrun in a flash, and he lost the football. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
Ready, set.
To throw is Huntley. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. It's caught.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
To throw is Sanders. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. Second and inches. Now, Shador exiting the pocket right. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Third and less than a yard.
third down, they go with Mostert. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
2 yards.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And that is a dunk. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Ukrainian is that? Then with the kicker trying to throw it, it doesn't work out. It's a turnover on down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
19-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown Chargers. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5.
The Saints take over first down.
The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Headed left, buying time. He keeps it himself.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
On play action, Shador forced to his right. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this game certainly looks a lot different now after that completion, Mike. I mean, to pick up that many yards in the 2-minute drill, everybody in the huddle can just take a deep breath. All they need is a field goal. So right now, work the clock, possess the ball, send out your kicker to see if he can win it.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to take the lead at the end of regulation. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the Saints as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.